Hey there, friends. Welcome to our new podcast where we dive deep into real conversations about daily life. I'm Sophia, and today we've got a topic that will hit right in the feels: friendship in school, before and after. Also, we will give you some magical ideas to how to keep it. But wait, before we jump in, let me hit you with something special right from the top: the vocabulary words that'll give you in this conversation.
That's right, Sophia. We're about to expand your vocabulary and your emotional toolkit. Let's go.
First up, we have nostalgia, that bittersweet feeling you get when you remember the good old days. Trust me, you'll feel it when we start talking about school friendships later in the episode. Example: I get so nostalgic when I scroll through old photos of us from high school.
Next is a big one: enduring. This word is all about something lasting over time, just like the strongest friendships. Example: our friendship is enduring, even though we don't see each other every day anymore.
Here's a word we all know, but it hits hard when talking about friends: proximity. This is all about how close you are to someone, physically. Think about how proximity changes when you leave school. But those connections don't have to fade. Example: in school, proximity made us close, but now we stay connected online.
Fourth up, and one of my favorites, rekindle. This is what happens when you bring a friendship back to life after time apart. Example: we were able to rekindle our friendship after years of not talking. Thank goodness for social media.
And finally, a word that should be a golden rule in every friendship: reciprocal. Something mutual, like when both friends put in effort to maintain the relationship. Example: our friendship is so reciprocal. We always make time for each other, no matter how busy we get.
Boom! 5 new words that perfectly sum up the ups and downs of friendships. Whether you're still hanging with your school crew or keeping the flame alive long after graduation, we'll be unpacking all these concepts as we talk about friendship in today's episode.
Stick with us, because by the end of this episode, you'll not only understand how friendships evolve, but you'll also have the vocabulary to describe it better than ever.
Let's be honest, there's something magical about school friendships. Whether it was bonding over shared homework struggles or who had the best snacks at lunch, these friendships feel unbreakable. Lena, what's your take on why school friendships feel so intense?
Totally. In school, proximity is everything. You see each other every single day, without even having to try. That makes friendship so natural and easy, right? It's almost effortless.
Exactly. It's like living in a bubble where your entire social world revolves around your friends. You're sharing every big and small moment together, and that creates a deep connection. It's the nostalgia we all feel when we look back at those years.
Yep, and every little drama feels like the end of the world. Failed tests, awkward crushes, or that time your best friend borrowed your favorite shirt and didn't return it for a week. But all those ups and downs bond you together.
And then comes the big shift: graduation. Suddenly, proximity is gone. You move to different cities, start new jobs, and life gets real. How do friendships survive this transition? Spoiler alert, it takes effort.
It's definitely a challenge. When you're in school, friendships just happen because you're always around each other. But afterward, it's all about intentionality. Sebastiani and I were just talking about this recently, how we've had to work to stay connected.
Exactly. Friendship after school is about being reciprocal. Both people have to put in the time and energy. You don't get that easy everyday interaction anymore, so you have to schedule time, check in regularly, and even plan reunions. But let me tell you, those friendships that endure through the chaos of adult life, they're the ones that last. All right, friends, let's slide into a quick grammar lesson before we dive deeper into our topic. Trust me, it ties in perfectly with friendship.
So let's talk about compound sentences. In friendships, we often express complex emotions and ideas, and compound sentences are perfect for this. They help us connect two related thoughts. For example, Lena and I met in school, but we didn't become close until college.
Exactly. Here's another. Sebastiani moved away for work, so we had to find new ways to stay in touch. The word "so" connects the idea that his moving required a change in how we maintained our friendship.
And just like friendships, compound sentences help us show how different ideas relate to each other. It's a small grammar tip, but it's powerful in helping you express complex feelings.
Now that we've got those vocabulary words and grammar skills on lock, let's keep the conversation rolling. Remember those 5 words from the start? You're going to see just how they fit perfectly into what we've been talking about.
All right, now let's hit you with some practical advice on keeping friendships alive after school.
First tip, make time. Whether it's a quick text or a video call, check in regularly. It's all about intentionality.
Second tip, be flexible. Life happens. You won't always be able to meet up every weekend like you did in school, but that's okay. The friendship is enduring, remember? Be patient and understanding when schedules don't align.
And third, plan reunions. Whether it's a weekend getaway, a Zoom catch-up, or just meeting for coffee, make it happen. You'll rekindle that connection like it never left.
Before we wrap up this episode, let's take a moment to reflect on why these friendships matter so much, especially as we move through different stages of life.
Friendships aren't just about having someone to hang out with. They give us a sense of belonging. And that's something we all need, no matter where life takes us.
As you get older, you realize it's not about the number of friends, but the quality of the friendships. The ones that endure through the years and the distance. Those are the friendships that matter most.
Right. It's about having someone who has seen you grow and evolve, who understands you on a deeper level. These friendships aren't just about proximity or convenience. They're about shared experiences and mutual support.
And even when you're not talking every day, that connection can still be as strong as ever. Lifelong friendships are like family. They're chosen, nurtured, and built to last.
That's all we have for today, friends. We hope this episode gave you a fresh perspective on how friendships evolve from school days to adulthood and how to keep those bonds strong.
Remember to practice those new vocabulary words we introduced. And keep an eye out for compound sentences in your daily conversations. They're the key to expressing all those complex emotions about friendship.
And don't forget, friendships take time, effort, and reciprocity. But if you invest in them, they'll last a lifetime.
Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with a friend, maybe even one you haven't spoken to in a while. We'll be here next week with another great episode of Let's Talk Life. See you soon.